Is Bairavaa the first hit of 2017? Let's find out. Hello guys, welcome back. So this time we're going to do a review of Bairavaa, which is starring Vijay, Keerthy Suresh and directed by Bharathan. So this is a Tamil masala film. As we've seen on the trailer, we can expect already what the outcome would be when watching the movie.
Yeah.
So when I watched the movie, I went without no expectation because I knew it's going to be a typical masala mass movie and it's going to be a typical commercial film that you can expect. So like over-the-top action, comedy, romance, and a basic storyline. And when I watched the movie, I did enjoy it. I enjoyed it, especially Vijay. After watching a big hit like Terry, I did enjoy a lot with Vijay. So even though I didn't really like his look, I did enjoy the way he gave his dialogue, his mannerism, his charisma, his screen presence, and his action. I think in this movie, the action was the biggest plus point. Like there was a portion in the movie, I think it was towards the interval, the middle of the film, the action was badass, and the way it unfolded towards that portion of the film, the sequences, it was badass. I love the camera work they done, the slow motion and the action sequences that went with it, and the dialogue for Vijay. The director done a great job writing the dialogue for Vijay as well, because throughout the movie there was a lot of dialogue that given social message about like society and how, because the movie was dealing about corrupted like educational system. And so the overall movie was enjoyable. I know there's a lot of flaws in the film, especially I would say the first thing was the CGI. There's some portion in the film, I don't know whether it's because of the budget, but some CGI was not really well done. And other flaws also is the screenplay, it goes up and down. So the beginning was kind of slow, then it picks up a little bit, and then the second part was very good, the beginning of the second part, then it dropped a little bit, and then towards the climax it got better. So it was going up and down. Now the momentum was not kept consistently. Definitely. And other flaws as well, I'm not going to say the villain, I'm going to say, because one villain was very good, I think it's Keerthy Suresh. He was very good, the black dude guy. He was very good. The other main guy, I think, Jagabadi, he was okayish. It was okayish, But as overall, the film was enjoyable. So those flaws, you can forget about it, because you have to remember it's a commercial film. Yeah. And there's one sequence which I really love in this movie, which I think it was in the beginning or second part, was the bullet scene with Vijay confronting for the first time Keerthy Suresh. That bullet scene was amazing. The way the director shot and wrote this scene for Vijay, I think this is probably one of the best scenes for Vijay. The way they done it, you guys go watch that scene. That scene was mass, was proper mass, and the background music that went with it was amazing. Let me add quickly on the background music and the song. So it was composed by Santosh Narayan.
Yes.
So listen to the album of Bairavaa. The album of Bairavaa, well, it was good. It was good, but not great. Compared to Terry, the album, Santosh Narayan had to adapt himself to do a commercial album. And the songs was okay-ish. But what I loved about this movie was the background music. The background music was so good that I thought it outperformed his old movies. So I thought the background music was so good that it almost did not match the movie, because it was such a level that it almost like an epic background score for this film. And I think it didn't really need to put his 100%. But the background score did suit well, especially the Bairavaa theme, Bairavaa. That was throughout the film, that was such a mass background score.
Bairavaa is actually written and directed by Mr. Bharathan. If you know about the movie called Viram, which is also been written and directed by him, as far as we know. And
not directed, but
written by him. And the production company is also Vijay production company.
Vijay, I think.
Vijay production. I don't know about that. The thing is, if you guys watch Theory, definitely, because when we start watching it, the Theory music comes.
Yeah.
Then
Then
suddenly it just comes to our head. This is going to be a big masala movie. Definitely. Why the Theory music is at the beginning. So that means there is some similarities inside. Definitely, there is some similarities. I mean, Theory is a different movie. This is a different storyline. The storyline is different.
The storyline, but it is overall a package commercial film.
In the overall package, it's a masala movie. So Theory is different, Bairavaa is different. So it's a two different storyline. But the story written very nicely. Dialogues are very nice. At the beginning of the movie, we saw lots of comedy.
Comedy, yeah. And that's
Lots of
probably
comedy.
the only flaws of a complaint, because the comedy was not really good. You know, like it could have been a bit better. I think it was not forced, because at the beginning it was kind of slow. They were the comedian, I don't know his name, I think it's Satish. So he was trying his best, but it was almost unnecessary, because you know it just drags a little bit at the beginning. But then it picks up.
I mean, this is it's kind of like it started with comedy. That's the thing. It started with comedy. At the mid, you get story.
Yeah.
So from the comedy comes to the story.
The flashback sequence. Yeah.
So it's a flashback sequence which is coming to the story part. From the story part, it goes to action. From action, it goes to emotion, and at the end, emotion it becomes a suspense.
Yeah.
So this is how the whole movie finish. So it's comedy. Then you start with the story. It goes to action, and then it goes to emotion. Then it's end up with a suspense. So this the whole thing is a totally written by the whole sequence written and directed by Bharathan. So I will give him really a good points, because he really done a really good job.
Because you're right.
I think he's come back after, like you said.
Yeah, after I think his previous movie was with Vijay as well. So I think almost 10 years since he's come back. And he made a movie again, because I heard that the movie that he did previously with Vijay wasn't a success. It was almost like a flop. So the fact that Vijay gave him another chance to make another movie, Bairavaa, with him. So you know there's a potential in the story.
It got like theory mix in there, some
Yeah, definitely.
But somehow I got some Tupac mix as well.
Yeah.
So somehow it was reminding me some of the things, some of the coin things.
Yeah, Las Kati as well. Yeah.
So it's Kati as well.
Kati and Tupac mix. Yeah.
Lots of things is in there. So he's done a great job, because he tried to make the people, the viewers, who is going audience, to make people remember that Vijay got lots of roles, which is all the roles are mixed in this Bairavaa role.
Yeah.
So Bairavaa, actually his name is Bairavaa.
Bairavaa,
But
yeah.
when you see the poster, he was with a cricket bat and a ball. So it is somehow people think what's going on. We also think what's going on with Vijay with the cricket bat. There's a big suspense in there.
Yeah, I mean, I really like the way Bharathan took a very a subject that no one really knew, even though those subjects were already written and directed and made into a movie before. So this subject is very sensible, you know, like it's a subject about education, corruption, a bit political. It is political as well.
I mean, his character in this movie is a loan collector. So he collect loan. So that's what he started.
Agent, yeah.
So at the end, he's become something else. So this is where the story begins, when he met Keerthy Suresh.
Yeah.
So this is by accident he met Keerthy Suresh, which is a nice story, very nice story plot.
Because if you think as a character, Vijay they don't really show his background.
No.
Because we don't know where he's coming from. We don't know whether he's
Actually,
I think he's orphan anyway.
He says at the movie that he is an orphan.
Orphan, yeah.
So
But there's not really a background for him. It's more a background for Keerthy Suresh. So let's talk about Keerthy Suresh, because I think in this movie she had a very big important role for a female character. And this is what I really like, because she was almost all the time through the movie Vijay's backbone. I mean, she was the one. I mean, the story revolves on her because she's a medical student. The whole educational system was around her. Yeah, it's all up around her, and then like the history and how the system is working in South India.
I mean, it's like there is a corruption going on in education system, the place where Keerthy Suresh is living. I mean, it's not only that area. It's the director or the writers try to portray that there is a problem and corruption in the whole education system. There's
not only education as well. They were like,
there's other areas. There's like political issues. There's some
media as
well. There's lots of issues in there. So it just had to try to portray everything, bring out everything. But everything is in one whole system, and the whole system is getting corrupted. There's the same thing as far we know. In theory, we saw it.
Yeah.
But the Bairavaa is a little bit different way is showing you. Little bit different art. It's got an art. It's got a dialogue. It's got a style. So this is what, and Vijay I mean, for acting, I'm not going to say anything because he knows what he's doing. He knows.
Another thing they should have shown Vijay in a different way, I think, is his dance skill. In this movie, I think they didn't show enough dance sequences of Vijay because Vijay is very known to do.
They kept it probably.
A little bit like a very low.
More like a story in action.
Yeah, true. Because if you see his choreography, it was good. You know, he's a very good dancer. But like they should have showcased a little bit more of his dance skills. I mean, we know how he danced well, like in Tupaki, in Terry, but in this one it was a bit like
I mean, he's a good dancer.
step back.
Even this age, I don't know how
it's
old
very
is
good,
he?
and he looks so young as
he
well.
looks
Like,
very young. When I
he looks
saw
very
him,
young.
he looks so young.
always
I mean,
fresh look.
you're saying that about his hair or something?
Yeah, so like that's his look. So his look, but to be honest, it didn't put me off. Like when I watched the
That's the
movie,
thing, it
it
doesn't
was
put
actually
us off.
very well done. You know,
Yeah.
his look was very well done. I like the costume they uses as well. The makeup.
I mean, they got all the biggest comedian in as
Oh,
well.
yeah,
in,
they
in
got the
South
bald guy
India,
as
they
well.
got the biggest comedian in there.
They got the
There's
bald guy.
Telugu, the people from Telugu and film industry, people from Kannada film industry, Malayalam film industry. They all are in there.
Yeah, there was a Malayalam portion as well with the girl.
Yeah.
So they had it's a big mixage.
I mean, all the South Indian film industry is in there in
Yeah.
that movie. It's a Tamil movie.
So I think Bairavaa, sorry, I keep saying Bairavaa, but it's Bairavaa. So I think Bairavaa was a throughout entertainer package movie. You know, it's something. I don't know whether a lot of people will enjoy it, but you know, a lot of Vijay fan will enjoy this. Definitely, a lot of Vijay fan will be satisfied watching this. But people that is looking for a great movie or great storyline, they're probably going to get disappointed, especially because of those flaws. But overall, because I think the length of the movie was kind of long, and there's some music they should have cut to make the pacing a bit better.
Yeah.
But overall, the movie is enjoyable. Just for those mass sequences, so the bullet fight sequence and the interval fight sequence, as well as the cricket fight sequence, these were the big, and the climax a little bit, but these were the big plus point. And I think Daniel Balaji, you know, the Kote Viran, I think he did an excellent job as a villain. I think they're going to talk a lot about him, you know, when he cut the laughing sequence, when he was cutting. I think he did a very good job as a villain. And overall, the music is, as I said, is enjoyable. So now let's score the movie. What's your score?
I'm going to score it 7.
Yeah, same. 7 out of 10. I was going to score 6.5, but I think 7 it deserves it. It's a commercial film.
Commercial film, I mean...
What you can expect in a commercial film.
Film should get 6.5 to 7 almost,
Yeah.
so it doesn't...
Well, there are some commercial films they could get 8 or 9, but this has to be very well written.
I mean, if it's like a true event story, that's we have to think how they made that true event story. So this is not true event story. It's like but it's a really good story because it's actually showing what the problem is.
Yeah, in the system,
and how to fix the system.
And there's a big social message that Bharathan wanted to show. And through his dialogue, you know, even we're going back to the story now, when Vijay was in the court scene, he was giving a lot of reference of what's going on in our society, in the community, and how those like businessmen are corrupted, doing money laundering, and using the money for their own benefit. So I think Bairavaa is going to earn a decent amount of money in the box office because it's released in a festival, I think it's called
One thing
Pongal.
I have to tell you that there's lots of gore scene they cut it, so that's the reason why
Yeah,
people
gore
might
scene,
get angry, but you have to think about that in UK. You have to, because lots of children are coming to see this movie because they got lots of children who are Vijay fan. So they're coming to see the movie as well. Probably they are age from 13, 14, 15. So they're coming to watch the movie. So they have to cut the scenes.
I think the way they cut the scene, I mean the censor board in UK, the way they cut it, I think they did a good job. You couldn't even tell they cut the scene. You know, I think they've done like...
some areas like you can tell.
Yeah, you can tell, but some areas you was just going by.
It's okay, it's good. No,
and it did not like messed up the flow of the film. No, it was actually quite good to see. And another thing, so as I said, so this might be a decent box office hit for Vijay for this year. And we'll have to find out in the long term because I know he's going to make a lot of money in the first 2 days. And we'll have to see in the long run whether he's going to make money.
Check out tweet as well. We tweeted some of the pictures when we're watching the movie. So he's going to be in PESH Entertainment.
There's one movie I'm really looking forward to see. Because Bairavaa, to be honest, is Vijay 60. Okay, so Vijay 60 should be a big film for him normally. But Bairavaa, when they even announced the movie, nobody were really excited. You know, like some people were a little bit because the fact that the Bharathan was the director, a lot of people was disappointed. But then again, the movie proved wrong. You know, it was actually quite an enjoyable film. People will enjoy and watch it. Yeah, entertaining film. But the one that everybody is waiting for, I don't know whether it's coming in 2017 or probably early 2018, probably again in Pongal 2018, is Vijay and Atlee comeback combination again. So after Terry, the team is back again, and I heard it's going to be a very big budget film with a huge star cast. There's names like, I can't even tell because it's so like, you know, there's Vijay Surya, I heard. There's so many big Bharathan music. Samantha is back. Kajal Agarwal is there as well. So it's a big movie, and this is what people are waiting. Bairavaa is there. because we need to see a Vijay movie now. Vijay fan, they can't go for 1 year without a movie from Vijay. So Bairavaa is there. It's gone now. Now the one I'm really looking forward to is Atli Vijay 61, Thalapathy 61, as you can say. So this is the one I'm really looking forward to. Hopefully we'll get to see that by December or probably after 2.0. So hopefully between that kind of time, if they're able to shoot the movie and do the post production.
After 2.0, bro, that's okay.
I don't know, because if the movie takes 6 months to make, then they're probably going to release end of the year.
Yeah, I mean everything better after Bahul and 2.0.
Yeah, definitely.
We don't want any movie on that time because it's going to be very hard.
So that's all, guys. This is our review of Bairavaa. Let us know what you guys think about this movie. We gave a 7 out of 10. I think it deserved this score. Let us know what you score and what you loved and what you dislike about the movie.
Yeah.
Don't forget to subscribe, support us. Go subscribe on his channel as well and give us a lot of thumbs up and follow us on Twitter as well as Instagram. So for now, Bairavaa.